In this video, we've uploaded a document and are brought into a task preview screen, document preview screen. Now what we see here is an AI analysis was commenced, and within DocuSign CLM, that AI analysis really covers a summary. So it's AI generated. It was written by the bot, if you will, and after it reviewed the agreement. Now this agreement is available from techcontracts.com. It's a free open source agreement. So the initial load of the document for the first time only, then the AI analysis is completed. So that's what really AI analysis at this point means. It doesn't mean, however, that all the attributes that could be applied to this document have been looked at yet. And that's where we're going to actually use the tasks drop down here, and we're going to analyze the document with AI. Now, this can be phrased however you wish, and as you can see here, I've got a cute little emoji. Anyway, the human selects analyze document with AI. They can put a message in, and then they click complete. Now, this has been sent off to the large language model to take a look at it. You can leave this screen and go back to all tasks to wait and pick it up, or if you wait, and it depends on the document, it depends on a lot of variables, so it might not be worth the wait, but if you do wait, then it does come back and you are returned to it, and you can see here it has gone through the document and it's attempted to find relevant information that the large language model is to identify. So let's take a look at these. So what we can see here is there are 18 details, and it deems this agreement a master service agreement. Now, how does it gauge that? Well, if you click this eyeball here, it'll highlight the actual content in the file, and it looks good. Let's accept that. Now, for the party information, it's also grabbed, and these are the first four. So the first four that you get with the CLM purchase would be the document type, the party, the effective date, and expiration date. The other 18 values, that would be something to talk about with the account executive. So for the party information, we have 3 potential hits. So let's take a look at our first one. So it looks like it found that there. Now let's jump to our second one. Okay, it found that there, and we'll jump to our third instance, and it found that there. So it definitely picked up that there are 2 parties here, and the one that we're going to go with is the Burlington. So we're going to say Woodpile is basically the party that's reviewing this at this time, and the counterparty in this instance is Burlington Textiles, so we'll accept that. In the event that this needed to be added as a new party, there's a feature there that it'll pop open the screen, pre-populate it for you, and then that puts that in. So there was no value that was found. There's no effective or expiration date that was found. That doesn't mean a human couldn't put something in here. You have full control to override or do whatever you wish to do with these attribute values for this document. So for this, there is no renewal or termination notice, but let's go back, and termination notice, it does look to have 5 days. So we'll look to see where that was found, and there you go. So we'll accept that. Now the renewal term, we don't have anything, so no suggestions available. It is a required field. So if there's no auto renewal, we can just say no. All right. but it looks like termination and auto renewal are the same. So you might have to dig into that a little bit more. We'll say no for now. The requester, whoever's looking at this, could fill their name in if they wish. Is there a renewal notice period? Nothing was found. Payment terms, it doesn't find anything, so we'll just say there's none. There's no duration. It did not find any payment late fees. It did find a limitation of liability clause or two. So there's one there, and there's our second one. So we can accept that and say, yes, this agreement does have that. We'll take a look here for the assignable nature of it. And you can see it's giving some of the actual text too. So you can jump to it and make your decision. So the human is in the loop at this point. It's not a blanket, we're going to accept everything and just go. So here again, if we look for the indemnity, okay, so we'll accept that and just say yes. Termination clause, termination cause. Okay. And as we make our way down to the final one here, termination convenience. Okay. So what have we done? We've done our document review, and we've been able to populate a lot of attributes that come with the CLM. These attributes are already baked in to the CLM AI extension. So there's nothing that needs to be constructed by anyone. It's just coming with the package. In the future, they'll most likely add even more. And you could also add your own if you wished, because at the end of the day, these are just attributes. So now, I'll close this here. Now what we can see here is, all right, there's our document type. There's the party, and there's the information that we went through and said it has or doesn't have. This metadata also could be pushed back to another system, say Salesforce. So it's not that it has to be stuck here. It definitely can go to feed other systems. Okay, so with that said, that was the analyzed document with AI. What if you wanted to take a look at it again? Well, you can select Review AI Data Analysis, and once again it'll bring back your choices that you had previously, and it'll give you the locations where it was found. So we can see that it's retained the choices that were made previously. Now we closed up the auto renewal, so in this case we can still choose no there, even though it did find something, so we can say we'll accept that. But if we try to save this, this is going to fire as a negative, and there's no renewal term that it found. But let's say there is a renewal term in there. Again, this is something the human in the loop, best to have a human in the loop, will validate and say yes, that's good. So we needed to double check that. Maybe it had to go to legal, maybe somebody else had to take a look at it, who knows. And now you can review it again and you can complete it. You're basically just updating the attributes. But what's nice is you have the ability to go right back in to the location where it was in the document. So here we are back here, and we can end this workflow if we wanted to, or it could be sent for legal review. There's so many different things that could happen at this point. This can become baked into a larger tracking workflow. You also have the ability with this UI UX to get to view all tasks, and that's another feature here with this new UI UX. If you do close that box and you're kind of like, oh boy, I'm stuck now, how do I get out of this? There's ways. If you look at the history here, it'll give you the ability to view the full history, and then that can pop you into the larger CLM. So there are ways to get out of that, but you still have all the other features of comments. So if you highlight the text, you can either copy it or add a comment if you needed to. And you have the version history as well. And you can do your compares. There's the hierarchy if there's related documents. The activity is what we just saw. And yeah, so this is a very built-in way to start to explore DocuSign's AI that will give us the ability to review a document, extract information, and put it through other workflows. And as I said, it does come with the purchase of new CLMs. You get 4 attributes that are extracted or reviewed. So the document type, the party information, effective and expiration dates, if they're there. This is DocuSign's LLM. There is no opportunity at present to supply your own large language model. Perhaps that's coming in the future, but best to consult with your account executive and see what your options are. Thanks.